already begun. Kyanite going to smash things out to start off with, and they're going to take away Uther. Override respond with the Rhaegar ban. 2 support bans. Haven't seen this for quite a while.
Oh.
And what about that first pick there, Kel'Thas?
Oh, well, what about the Abatha more than anything? That's what I'm interested in. And the cool thing is that, Demise and Shy are both very good Abatha players. So I'm wondering who's going to be playing that.
I would like to say it's Demise.
Yeah.
He's been well known as a Abatha player for
Very
a
good
long
Abatha.
time now.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see how they partner this one out. Maybe we're going to see a Grey main. I don't think we're going to see an Illidan with that one. If we do, I'm going to lose my expletive. My expletive. Let's keep it PG.
Expletive.
But Testida and Tyrande have both been taken, which is 2 very strong picks. Tyrande definitely to apply a debuff, apply that marked damage to whoever that melee target is that Abatha is looking to buff, and Testida to shield what can only be another melee bruiser would be my guess at this stage. But ETC being banned out as well, they're definitely not keen on those mosh bits. So really trying to telegraph the fact that they're trying to go a very heavy melee comp.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a Sonya maybe on Team Kyanite. Be a very good character with that. Just the synergy there that you get with Tassadar and the Sonya.
Yep.
Absolutely massive. And of course, Override it effectively going to be 4v5ing because they have an Abatha. Obviously, that is 100% true. But in a team fight, effectively, it does kind of feel like a 4v5, doesn't it? Obviously, you can get her with, and she can get that ultimate, which allows her to duplicate a hero. But even so, and a Stitches.
Ooh, this has to be a KVA Stitches. He's told us in advance.
Grey main.
And there's the Grey main. I called it. We thought it was going to be a part of the Abatha combo. Illidan just too weak these days.
Yeah.
They do opt for the Grey main. I actually have seen it in their first round.
Yeah.
They did pick up Grey main, and it seemed to be doing quite a bit of work.
And they also picked up Stitches as well.
Very comfortable picks for the guys on Override. And look at this draft. They're going through so very quickly. Very certain of what they want. Diablo is being locked in. Such a strong tank.
Yeah.
And now they're hovering over Thrall. Potentially Sonya too, but 2 very strong melee bruisers.
Yeah, and Kyanite, they got very far last week. They won most of their games, if not all of them.
Yeah.
Got to the very end, went up against Negative Synergy, got taken out, unfortunately, and then went up against Fresh and actually got taken out as well. So they had a long day. But I think they'll be coming into this with a hot head today.
Well, they can't be too hard on themselves. They did drop out to the 2 teams that did actually compete, so definitely a team to watch. And this is going to be an absolute bloodbath, a big game of the day.
And against Time and his lads, I said last week, had the pleasure of talking to them. They're all nice lads as well. But, being the fanboy that I am and being from New Zealand, I've got to show my support to KVA and the Override lads.
Indeed. And they're hovering over Malfurion as their very last pick, deciding if this is the one they want to go for. Does have the Ice Block to try and disrupt a lot of this, and especially the Trank to keep everybody up nice and healthy from those chain bombs that'll be coming out. But it is Blackheart's Bay, and Abatha definitely a great pick on here for the split push potential. Lots of soaking.
And very big map as well, like top to bot is a very long distance to cover.
Yes.
And you've obviously can't just run straight down. You got to go a bit of left, bit of right, bit of this, bit of that. It can be a bit annoying. Someone's trying to get a hand in. You've obviously got to stop the hand in.
You do.
But they can just toss a bird across the map, so that's not a big deal, is it?
Well, they'd already tossed the bird across the map because they've already banned him in the draft. They flipped the bird. Paddy, he is done.
Yeah.
And these are your 2 team comps. I'm really curious to see how this Abatha pans out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Abatha in an extremely long time. Don't think I actually saw one, at least a streamed game of him last week.
No, we didn't actually. And I mean, I'm amazed they picked it, and amazed in the chat as well, also saying this is going to be a cracker. And I'm sure.
I like the accent attempt, mate. I love it.
The crackers.
Crackers and cheese. But what are your thoughts on this draft, guys? Definitely drop it below in the chat. I'm liking this Override comp, but I do feel that Kyanite have a rather strong disruptive comp to really go past that Stitches and try and pick up a squishy.
Yeah, it could be a...
I love the Rain main pick. But I did have to take a quick second to quickly tab over message Shy. Do not pick the perfect aim talent.
Yes.
Will be DQ'd.
They did play last game though, so I'm sure they're pretty aware of that.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't mess that up, because of course they will be disqualified from their first game, which would only result in a 1-0. Is that right?
Would result in a 1-0. It wouldn't be worthwhile using it as a BM strategy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine these 2 teams would. They have a lot of respect for each other, and they've been around in the competitive scene for a very long time.
And they're all nice guys as well. I mean, we've all grown since we've started in the ANZ scene as well, and I think a lot of people have even the toxicity of the scene has died out to some degree.
To some degree,
Yeah.
some being the key word. We're always going to find
some.
lovely members. Keyword lovely.
Yeah.
We do love this ANZ scene, but bless you all. Thank you for being here. And look at all these people saying, Kyanite, take my energy. Even Demise asking Kyanite to take energy away from himself.
Yeah.
So he's obviously feeling very confident here.
Very righteous.
He's seen there going, we better give him a fighting chance.
They're obviously confident, and confidence killed the cat, as they never say.
Overconfident.
Hopefully the cat has more than 9 lives.
The cat has sat on the mat and it's going to make some big plays on the
on the rug. Yeah, the cat has sat on the mat, out of the hat, and here we go. The cat is out.
Nat the rat, bless you, Nat, wherever you are in the world, mate.
Yeah.
And here
Ravi
we go.
Fong, Sarah Sam fan. He is the man. Indeed.
Get cracking.
No one will get that, but that's quite all right. And sorry to digress, but we are going into this very shortly. 5-4-3 hit and 1-2-2-1, and we're going straight into it here. Going to be very, very exciting. And oh man, Black Huts Bay. This is a map that is quite snowbally, isn't it?
It is a different snowball map, and we said it before, we said it again. Once you get that strong advantage in the game, you really don't have to PvP it up anymore. You can just collect coins, hand in the objective, and win in a very sort of, I wouldn't say boring, but a standard fashion. You can just play the objective.
You can work around the enemy team can run at you, and you can run away and PvE. Go, oh, sorry, I've got a 10-man raid I have to attend.
Yeah.
And, they can't really stop you. So, as long as you got the coins, you got good map control, and, you generally have this map down. If you can apply pressure on the other lanes while you're getting these coins, makes it even harder for the other team to respond.
Yeah.
So it's always good to see how people play that, and obviously with Abatha being able to rotate across the map, they might be able to do some tricky stuff like that here and there.
Indeed, indeed. Drop your predictions in the chat. We have a lot of Kyanite fanboys, but where are my Override fanboys at? We need some love for the opposing team. We need to see what the score predictions are. I'm thinking it's going to be a close one. I definitely don't think this is going to be a 2-0, but you can never quite be too sure. And here we go.
And on the left-hand side, we do indeed have a bit of a graphical glitch on me and Skimmy's side here, but we'll try our best to fix this up as fast as we can. We could even watch it through another UI here if this doesn't work. Yeah,
it is slightly glitched out, but nonetheless, we're going to make things happen.
Yeah. So who do we have on the left side here, Skimmy? While the game is paused as well.
On the left-hand side, we do have, it's Diablo being played by Penta Unleash. It's Revolve to Solve on Kelfas. Tassadar is being played by Jobot. Cookie Monster is on Taranda. And finally, we have Against Time on Thrall.
And that indeed was Team Kyanite. And, of course, for Team Override, KVA and his boys, we have Demise on Abatha, John playing Greymane, Luminum, the new player, the one we're looking forward to, playing the support Malfurion, KVA, a big boy of mine, love to him, KVA playing Stitches, and Shy, the I Am White, I wouldn't say MVP player, but he's been a player that's been around for a long time, so big Jaina Shy, he's going to be doing some big plays, but while we're paused, maybe we can fix our overlay. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Can we request a longer pause?
I feel as if we may need to try and reset this lobby because our screen is completely bugged out right now. So
it might be for the best. So can we chuck out a comment into the chat just to let them know that we're having a bit of technical difficulty?
We need to restart lobby.
Let the lads know in the game as well.
They won't be able to see our chat,
won't, will they?
Which is a bit of a shame. Hang on. Let's see if we can get a screenshot of that, because that is not a pretty picture to see whatsoever. But we'll see how we can get on with this one.
We might be all right, to be honest. We
can still see what's going on. It's just going to look a wee bit funky. Disco and the boys on the stream will have no troubles whatsoever.
Yeah, they have a fine overlay. I'll tell you what, we'll just get on with it. I'm sure, we've got a bit of a disruption on our screen, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So if you think we're missing something, it's probably because we permanently see the UI stuck over everything, but it's kind of transparent, so we can go through. But it actually looks like KVA and his lads, they're playing it pretty chill. They don't feel the need to make a play. They're just going to sit back, maybe trying to get a cheeky pick, baiting out with Luminum here. But Demise, of course, in the mid lane, just going to be pushing out those wee minions here and there. We do see the bot lane, Greymane by himself, getting a bit of soak. But, of course, he is going to be met with Against Time in the bot lane now. She's now spawning.
So yeah, Chess now spawning. They do look to not go for that first level 1 engage because they have demise. They have the weakness at the start. Hook going out straight into a Malfurion root. Pen to Unleash, taking so much damage. Diablo, you don't want him to be dropping down too low. We did actually miss a fight going off in the bot lane. Greymane solo killing the Thrall there. He's going to get a full 5-man collection on that chest. And
And XP soak as well.
XP soak is pretty well for them right now. They do have a slight advantage at this stage, but the coins have been sort of spread out across 5-5 disparity between the two.
Yeah, usually quite common, Skimmy, at the start of the game. One team goes for one. They might contest one and have a big fight, and one team might get both. But it is usually more common than not than that both teams get 5 coins each at the start of the game. And we usually see both teams rotating up and down to clear these lanes. It does look like they don't really, they don't have much trouble clearing at the moment. Of course, Abathur is going to be continually pushing that lane. And like I said, they're just going to be rotating up and down now.
So John, depositing his 5 coins whilst he can, safely so. And he's going to go back to lane. And we do notice he's gone for the Viciousness talent. That's the one that really increases your DPS by refreshing.
And it won't get you banned.
Well, it won't get you banned. No, don't take perfect aim. I say we do see a few people in chat saying, I thought Greymane was banned. He's not banned. You just can't pick up that talent. You will get DQ'd from that game. Not worth happening. And, he's definitely going to be the one to watch. We're going to see how he combines with this Abathur, and the Abathur looking to go for a full Mines build.
Yeah, very good on
Absolutely
this map as well.
Frustrating.
Yeah, really annoying on this map when you're trying to get the coins, and every time you stumble over a camp, you just get popped, So very annoying. That's going to be a very, very good build indeed for this map. We can see a bit of a tussle going here on the bot lane against time getting dropped pretty low, but of course Thrall, such an excellent healer hybrid. So he'll be able to heal up, no worries.
But it's worrying for Thrall. I mean, Thrall we do see as such an early game powerhouse. The fact that he can get dropped so easily by Greymane.
By himself as well.
By his own. I mean, we do see Abathur's hack going on.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as much damage as it should be compared to if he went a full melee build, if you will, back in the days of Illidan. But still, Thrall not too happy in that bot lane. He is going to be forced to pop the well and sustain himself with that trait of his, as the level advantage is still slightly in favor of Override and the crew.
Yeah, it does actually look like we see the Jaina going for the Blizzard build as well. We've been seeing a lot of people actually picking up the extended range and that sort of thing, going for the long duration. So we might actually see a Ring of Frost coming out from them, which would be quite interesting. I haven't actually seen that in a while. Usually people are picking up the Water Elemental, liking that a lot these days. And we do see that, Malfurion picking up the... Oh, actually, a bit of an engagement here. KVA getting dropped. Very low, nice hook onto Diablo. He might actually go down. No, shields actually keep him alive just that little bit longer. And I could just see his health bar diminishing at the top right-hand of the corner of the screen there. So, just good spotting there by Starving. MVP is Starving indeed. But, yeah.
Good on you, mate. And, we do see the mercs have been picked up, both the Siege camp and the Bruiser camp, both in bot and top. And Jaina's doing his best or her best, if you will. Yeah. He's not a transvestite. We have no problems against that whatsoever. But, but the Bruiser camp is going to push through that top-hand side there and beat away on towards these first 2 towers. 1 tower already out of ammo, and that is getting dropped down. There goes the hook straight into Tesla, forced to pop the invulnerability. The combo from Jaina is actually juked out by Joe Bot, but he may still die in this engagement anyway. He's chasing away. He's dropping so low, and the shield is not going to save him. Lovely wee pack up by Override. And
very smart how they played that as well, getting the hook off, and they actually popped the invulnerability right away, and just following up with that CC. Another kill actually coming out for KVA and his lads that we didn't see there, and that was Jaina on the top lane. We do see them responding to that, being Kyanite eSports, getting that night camp at the bottom, and they just got picked up themselves their first boat.
Stitch is coming in a wee bit too late. The hook goes out, barely fucking misses, and 3 members now off this blue hand side are down in this bot lane to respond to demise on Abathur, who is chilling here, getting those minions out and really buffing up the wave.
And of course dropping those mines that we were talking about before. Looks like Override is the team closer to getting their ultimate here. I wonder if they'll be able to knock up this XP much faster. And the cannonballs are now firing as well. So I think that was their first ship today.
That was the first ship.
Yeah, so hopefully they can really pick up the momentum here. We did discuss before how the snowballing nature of this map. And if you can really take advantage of that, the game can just swing in your favor just like that, and it's really hard to pick it back up if you're losing. I'm sure people know exactly what I'm talking about when we're referring to Blackheart's Bay in that regard. And it looks like KVA and his boys are quite in a comfortable position here. The shots are still firing. Does look like the blue team Kyanite eSports, they don't have enough.
Oh, they might have picked up Fro here. The root completely denies him. The hook goes out and he runs the other way, but he's going to get dropped. There goes the Symbio on towards Stitches. Big plays by him, and that's a 4-man unit. They are level 10, and they were hanging in that top side. I was wondering if they were going to force a boss, but the coins now. There goes another kill on towards Tyrande. The Symbio, the ultimate evolution has been popped, and there goes a big kill on towards now Tastar as well. Forced to pop the invulnerability. He's running away. There is the Greymane clone, and 2 Greymanes. That's absolutely frightening to go up against. And, well, they're really starting to snowball this game. Lovely plays coming out of them.
I loved what they did there. They went from lane to lane with their momentum, and they just, keep scaring people, keep getting those kills. Now they're picking up all those coins. They have 16 in total at the moment. Shy handing is in his 8, and that is going to be enough, he says, for more shots to be fired.
More shots to be fired. The second hand in going off. The Water Elemental was picked up. They are opting for that as well. And they've gone for the Gorge as well. Actually, sorry, the Putrid Bile. So they're not opting for the pick-off potential, more for the in-your-face aggro. And if we can bring up the talents on our side of the screen, as it is slightly bugged, we'll have a quick look. We have got the APOC coming out of Diablo there as well. Full Swole and the Shadow Stalk. So pretty standard stuff coming out of Kyanite, but a 2-level advantage so early onto this game, Starving.
And I mean, big Starving there, trying to make a call with Jaina, trying to present his game knowledge, just trying to be like Skimmy in terms of a professional gamer. I called the Ring of Frost. He picks a Water Elemental. So that's, just shows what I may or may not know there. But that's okay. We all have our opinions. Maybe he just thought the Water Elemental was the best there. Probably is. But, Diablo waiting in the bot lane. He might be going up against the whole 1v3 here. Looks like he might be getting a bit of a tussle. Gets tossing over him.
Ice Block goes out straight away. There goes the AirPock as well. Shy drops so low, but it is going to run out. The Trank has been popped as well. The Force Wall blocking 2 key members. Oh, John is so super low, but he does have the Symbio, and he's stuck within that tranquility the entire time. Sundering comes out to try and snipe off John, but John doing so well just to drop on down. And that's a lot of ultimates being committed here. The Mercs are pushing in for the bot lane, but Shy completely topped up now. He's going to completely clear that one off. And look at the Water Elemental, full health. And there goes the ultimate evolution on towards Jaina. Jaina, well, controlled by Demise, doing so much damage. Picks off one target. That's onto KT. And the Force Wall, look how low Jobot is. Denying Jobot from getting picked up as a casualty as well. And
yeah, he got very
what a
lucky
lovely
there.
turn. What a lovely turn. They're level 13 and they really pushed the advantage.
I really like how he didn't stand the ice block for long. He realized that they were in a dangerous situation and they need to get behind that wall ASAP. They got pulled back behind that sidewall. And man, I'm pretty surprised they survived through that. Nice healing coming out from Malfurion and nice awareness, just area awareness from the other 2 layers that were with the Malfurion, staying in that healing circle. And I mean, look at the damage by Abathur, the mines, and the ultimate there. It's just paying off so much. 22k damage, MVP.
Double what anybody else is doing in this game so far. So the Demise on Abathur is really picking off, and they're delaying the pickup of this Merc camp in the top hand side. They have got Abathur there. They're looking to really try and push it in with the wave and get a strong presence off the Tyrande. Owl's already gone towards the boss. Nobody there, but they do have a 5-man pressure. Surely they must know, though. They're going to see that this Knight camp in the bot hand side of the map is going to be picked up, and there, the call has been made. Knights for boss. What a great trade.
That
Lovely
is
little
trade, and they are easily going to be able to get this. They are probably going to be trying to go for a hand-in, but they only have 11 coins.
The Owl's gone out now. They must know, and the boss is just so low. There's nothing they can do. They can't rotate in time, and they are going to push in now with that Merc camp. And it might seem that they're just going to exchange. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they did recall Override just to wipe them and let the boss push top uncontested, but they don't care. They're going straight towards the keep. And they're going to say, well, we're going to force your bluff. You need to recall because we have the boss pushing in.
Exactly.
We have the Knights pushing in. They delayed the cap. And this is so much momentum. Level 16 has been picked up by them now. And that's a whole talent advantage.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be really, really scary for them. That hard camp is going to continue pushing in the bot lane, but they do have Abathur to actually respond to that. All ultimates now up, and they are going to be waiting and pressing to the spot.
Nice hook coming straight on towards Fro. The Sundering, the APOC as well. So much damage going out. John super low. The Tranquility is popped. Look at that Demise doing so much work with the clone on towards Jenna. 2 key targets. Straight away, Diablo and Fro dropping like flies. There's the next casualty onto Kelfast. They're still looking for more though. And there goes the root from the boss on towards Cookie Monster. Turan now walks into a root. Zoned off completely. The keep destroyed in the process as well. A clean 5-man ace there for Override.
This could actually be a GG here because they do have the XP advantage. They've got a boss and they do have that big camp. That is just going to be continuing to push. 7 seconds until Diablo and Thrall do come up, and it does look like they are not going to be coming up in time. An early 1-0 to start the game off. Override showing Kyanite eSports
They
We
mean
are more
business.
than-
They mean business. They are what they like to think of as a super team. They definitely want to secure their spot in this top 2 to meet in the finals for the chance of going to Korea, and that was a very convincing win to start things off.
Yeah, I mean, certainly KVA and his crew, they're definitely showing that they were 100% ready for that game. And, I mean, Stitches, I've got to say, he did very well. There was a lot of nice hooks coming out there. But I mean, the team synergy in general, all the waiting they did, all these like little tricky plays delaying that hard camp. I think what they were doing there was they were trying to get Kyanite to thinking, we're taking the hard camp currently because it hadn't been captured yet. Of course, they were looking, being like, where are they? Where's the team at? Okay, so they must be at the hard camp. Of course, they held off for a while. Abatha waited around while they moved up to the boss, captured the hard camp. They're like, okay, they only just took the hard camp. Of course we can take ours.
Yep.
So very smart indeed. And I mean, that's just those little mind games that can really throw the other team off, put them in a false sense of security, which can really, snowball the game. And we saw the snowball. We talked about it. And it happened,
and it was a convincing win. Definitely a team that know what they're up to. And the boss and Night Camp pushing into top lane. The complete 5-man ace, and they just went for the core. They knew exactly what they could do with the damage they had. And the respawn time was very short, but they had everything going for them. So solid, convincing win for the boys.
They only needed, Override only needed 15 seconds on that core.
Yeah.
That's all they needed. With the Knights, the boss, the fact they're all alive. I mean, MVP's got to go out to, I feel, Demise in that game, playing as the Abatha. But not just the Abatha. Whoever he wanted. If he wanted to be Jaina, or if he wanted to be Greymane, every hero he copied, he's had such a huge impact on the game. Body blocking, damage.
Just such a good Abatha player, really, and we talked about that as well. He's been doing it since day one, and just absolutely fantastic.
But I think not just with Abatha, the fact that he could take up the Greymane and still play it very well, take up the Jaina, play it very well, means he's very good mechanically across multiple heroes. And that's what makes him so devastating with Abatha, is that he can get those clones off. And I mean, that boss play was beautiful. Like I said, his impact, that enemy. Well, we had an 11-minute game, 6 seconds shy of 11 minutes. I mean, they were on the ball, that one.
Yeah, it was a really good game. I may or may not have forgotten to unmute my Skype, and was listening to the stream. I went to check out the stream to make sure it was all good and blah blah blah.
I'm pretty sure you're all right. At the start of the game, there was a bit of banter, but no, it was all good.
It's all good. Good. Yeah, really good game. Did not expect it to go so quickly.
I think there were just the things there. It's just it shows that you don't need to be always in lane, always doing things. You can be waiting around and just all these weird little like timings that they had and all these weird little tricks that they showed. When they were at the top lane, they just captured the capture point. Stitches looked like he ran off, but he was actually waiting right there. Tassadar came up. You feel quite safe as a Tassadar, and just the picks that they got on the Tassadar every time was just so well executed. The comms would have been on point because you could tell that they had the mind frame that he was gonna pop the invulnerability, and he just he popped it, and they knew exactly what he was doing, where he was going. He'd come out of it, get slowed, get taken out. And I mean, Tassadar just wasn't as useful as he would have liked to be in that. And I think it was just because they were really aiming to get rid of him.
When a Tassadar is fearing his life, you're in a very comfortable position.
A Tassadar on full health is fearing his life.
Yeah.
That's the impressive part.
We do have a second draft, which I've just linked to you guys now. The next map is going to be Infernal Shrines.
Nice, I love
just waiting for
Shrines.
these two teams to get themselves ready and get this one cracking. But are we predicting a 2-0? Override definitely showing that they are not a team to be messed around with, and we would like to see it obviously go to a best of 3. Kyanite doing so well last week. They don't want to be dropping down into the losers bracket straight away, but Override definitely showing why they want to be a top 2 contender.
Yeah, they don't really want to be dropping into the losers bracket either, to be fair, being Override. So, I mean, it's just going to have to wait and see how they pick this out. And Infernal Shrines, I'm not sure if you guys know this, if you're starving fanboys, but this is probably my favourite map.
We are a bit of a Diablo fanboy, aren't you?
Yeah, and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Love that one as well. So I'm looking forward to that for the first time today. I really hope we get to cast one of those games, just like the Red Web Weavies.
The Red Web Weavies.
The
you know what I'm really hoping for is we actually get to see a game of Rhaegar.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it streamed as opposed to just being played, because I want to see how ridiculous it is in a good team's hand.
Yeah. Well, this could be it. Kyanite has the choice now. They have to decide who to ban.
Rhaegar or Abatha? Which one?
Well, that could have been the mindset. They pick up Abatha early and say, ban it.
Zagara.
They're hovering Zagara. They do actually lock it in. So are we going to see a Rhaegar? I'm going to be really, really excited. There we go.
Yeah,
Instant
straight up.
First pick.
Rhaegar, boys.
Yeah, not even a question about that one, eh?
Get your Rhaegar hype.
Especially
getting
for
amongst
Infernal
the chat.
Shrines. It's surprising that that Kyanite didn't think about banning it, because using the Rhaegar in the Infernal Shrines, even while you're fighting the enemy, the lightning shield is going to be damaging those minions and picking up extra skulls. So it's even going to be, it's
Earth Totem is quite strong too.
I feel as if you can almost choke teams into this. You can pick up your strong champions, and I mean Zagara always going to be a very strong pick, but you can almost choke teams into banning away what you want them to take and say, sweet, well we can take this away now. We win as a result. So they do respond Kyanite with Ufa and Jaina, and look at that, KVA feeling so confident on the Stitches. He's going to bust it out for a second time.
Well, he played such a good Stitches in that first game, didn't he? Like they used the hook, the pop things that obviously Kyanite wanted to stick around for longer. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of the Stitches play. We didn't see much of it last week either, did we? I'm pretty sure we might have only seen
the
one
odd game here and there, but
I'm pretty sure it's only like one game.
Very well-renowned
It was played a bit by Tuka last week from Dark Horse. Played a really good Stitches game, but obviously teams have changed now, no longer on Dark Horse.
Your typical ANZ shuffle of the teams as people move around and decide who they actually want to be going through
and
with.
Who they actually like.
Who they like, who they want to be Facebook friends with, and who they want to associate their verbal communication with.
They actually banned out Lunara. That's very strange.
Very strong pick on this map, mind you.
Really? Wow.
Very strong pick.
Haven't seen much of her, so to be fair, I mean, just haven't seen her in a competitive set, really. In terms of ANZ, I mean, I've seen some other games.
Picked up any odd scrim here and there, but definitely after the changes from that latest patch, a lot stronger than before.
Yeah, seeing a lot more play. It'll be interesting to see what develops from her in the next couple of weeks once people start to get comfortable with her new attack animations and speed. And exactly, it'll be good to see what people can do with her now that she's been a bit more smoothed out.
Yeah, she's a pretty interesting character in terms of in terms of her animations. I thought even her running animation was a bit strange. It took me a bit of a while to get used to that.
Well, she's galloping like a majestic horse like Rapidash from Pokemon, but we're not playing Pokemon, we're playing Heroes of the Storm, so let's not get sidetracked from this one. And Sonya being taken away, another heavy bruiser, so much potential coming out of her. Diablo now being locked in by Kyanite, they're loving it.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been saying all day, and even last week, Diablo is just someone you can't really not take anymore. I mean, the thing is as well, I mean, when the meta changes and when all these changes come in, it seems like for a long time there are just the top tier picks, and it doesn't really digress too far from that. I think the furthest we've seen it digress from that is with the Abathur pick that just came out, really, to be honest with you. And the one tank strats that we've been seeing with the ETC and the very squishy team comps, that's not really something you see a lot of. You know, people like to play these safe style team comps, heavy CC, and all that sort of carry on.
Look at Kyanite. They were switching back and forth between Reyna and Vala. I was opting more that they should go for the Vala because, well, they'd have two carries with no mobility. They get hooked by Stitches. See you later.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be wasting your Divine Shield straight away like
Greyman
such.
again.
And look at that, John. So very comfortable on Greyman. Abathur as well.
Oh, my.
Oh, we're in for an absolute treat once again on Infernal Shrines this time. And chat's going to be extremely hyped up about this one.
Yeah,
How do you feel about the clone on Greymane rather than Jaina in the previous match?
How do I feel about what, sorry?
The Ultimate Evolution being used on Greymane quite a few more times than it was actually used on Jaina in the previous match.
I think it was only situational when the team wasn't there, because we did see times where Greymane was just having a 1v1 skirmish, and she would just pop the ultimate as soon as she got it off, as soon as the cooldown permitted it, really. Greymane really looked like he had an upper hand at that bottom lane against the Thrall. So it might have just been a case of like a one-off, you know. Well,
Greymane's really advantage comes from his talents on that queue. So, you know, I feel as if Jaina is the stronger pick off the bat without talents.
I think it's team fighting as well. It's that, you know, in that team situation, you want Jaina for more spread damage. But then when you play Greymane, it's a little bit different. You're single targeting a lot of the time.
Yeah, like sniping out or something.
It's just one thing that I noticed in that previous match is that Greymane was getting cloned a little bit more. So picking up the Abathur, who do you think he's going to clone in this match?
Well, I'm really hoping we get to see Bloodlust this game.
Yeah.
Given that we have another Abathur again, he hasn't gone for the adrenaline overload to make the attack speed any bigger. But, Greymane already has that innately built into his
quite like the Arthur's
ability
pick as well, just for the record. It's like a hero that we don't really see too often in the ANZ meta at the moment. It hasn't been too common.
I can see it being used with the Punisher and using Cinder Ghost to really lock down those towers as the Punisher jumps the wall. So it's going to keep those Punishers up a little bit longer. It will slow down the enemy heroes as well, and just generally allow Kyanite to fight under towers, fight under that pressure situation.
And I mean, of course, if you kill Arthas and Waddle K and you go through the raid, do your dailies, you'll be able to pick up that Shadow Mon, which is a massive damage in the late game when you're going through level 20. Do that massive damage, what you need.
Level 20, pick up your Shadow Mon, get out your Frostmourne and get immersed in the game, get your cosplay on. And I mean, predictions for this game, Override, they're getting their comfortable picks. They're going to be feeling quite happy to just run the same comp again and smash out a second win, potentially.
I think Kyanite, their draft, I think they've got with their Arthur's pick, they've got a little bit more of a, I'd call it high risk, high reward sort of draft. The Arthur's pick, if the Syndra goes through, if they're looking to do what I've said their plan is, that's going to be a really interesting one there. And if that comes off, sorry, just give me a second and just update overlays. I apologise.
That is okay.
That's all right. Just
teams have changed
take
sides
your
of the
time.
map again.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm liking the Arthas pick. I actually really like Arthas. I just like how he looks, It's just a cool character, eh? And the fact that you don't get to see him too much is kind of annoying. Oh, what's this Happy Rage got there? Oh,
He's got his wee Arthas figurine and
you won't be able to see it on a stream.
Don't cut yourself on that Frostmourne there. It's very dangerous. You might lose your soul.
Sharp.
For eternity.
You might lose your soul.
Yeah, don't want to slip your soul inside there. You'll never get it back. So, Arthas is badass. I mean, I don't know if you guys are Warcraft fans. I know me and Skimmy are big Warcraft fans, and when it came going through BC, going through the pre-BC, and then finally getting to Arthas and just seeing him and beating that traitor's face in, that was just amazing. So
it was a moment
righteous.
to be proud of. You told your mum, you told your parents,
and
you
of course
said,
they didn't care.
I beat Arthas. They don't care, but you do. So it's one of those moments that will go down in history. And
it was one of the proudest
something I'll be telling
my
kids. I'll be telling my kids I killed Arthas.
Kingslayer.
What have you done with your life?
Yeah.
So
you don't get a job. Go get Kingslayer and then come back to me and we can talk.
No, you put it on your CV. You tell your boss. You tell your employer and say, I'm a Kingslayer. What have you done with your life?
Yeah,
you might be a CEO on a great wage, but I mean, you never had this title. So let's jump into this game. Infernal Shrines is the map of choosing, and Abathur again, boys. Get your Abathur hype going.
Get your Abathur hat or your thinking caps on, because Abathur's in the house. And I mean, I thought they was picked Murky for a second. I was like, where the bloody heck did that come from?
If Murky got picked up, I tell you what would be more than hyped. It'd be jumping through the roof because.
I think I'd probably walk out of the room. I don't like Murky at all.
I'll take a minute just to comprehend what is actually going on. But
alrighty, so if we could get the camera off our smelly-looking faces. And into the game here.
My little Calvin Klein pose on.
Calvin Klein.
Hit me up with some product placement.
The game's still loading. I don't want the load screen.
Well, we're in it, so you can sort your life out there. Just concur.
There we go. So on the red-hand side, none other than KVA playing Stitch's demise on Abathur. Luminum, the one to watch, the new player playing Rhaegar. Shy is on Falstead, and John going to smash out another game on Greymane.
And my apologies, that's actually technically the blue side, Skimmy. Just our overlays a bit strange here. On the actual red side this time, we have the boys from Team Kyanite eSports. Penta Unleashed playing Diablo. Revolve to Solve playing Jano, excuse me. Joe Bot playing Vala. Cookie Monster playing Uther. And Against Time playing Arthas.
Oh, there we go. 5 members of Kyanite already in that mid lane. But look at this. They're trying to do their very best to creep the blocks. And they're going to really deny this coming in and get a sizable lead as the wave comes towards their tower. Just a wee bit more.
Chugga out in the mid lane there. Nice.
There goes the choo-choo train up until the mid lane, and it's going to be cleared out instantly. There goes the hook straight into Diablo, not the target they want. He is forced to shadow charge away. The root doesn't connect. The Howling Blast missing as it hits the ground and chills that. But now they're just going to go off to their lanes. Shy looking to be... Well, Ufa did actually make a... Yeah, he is going to the top lane now. And Shy's going to be very happy to go up against an Ufa.
Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be much of a challenge there. Let's be honest. I think he's just going up there for the soak, get that early XP. 2 in the bot lane, 2 in the mid lane. for a team override here, and one on the top, Falstad, of course, going up, and the KVA doing a massive amount of damage to Diablo there, so he's going to be a bit pressured back, might not be able to tap well, and Arthur's missing that immobilized in the mid lane there while he's trying to get a wee bit of cheeky damage.
Well, it's interesting to see Stitches has actually picked up Dampen Magic. That means that he'll be taking less damage from those abilities.
Probably in regards to that, the Jaina there.
Doesn't want to get blown up, so that's an interesting talent choice as opposed to your regen globes giving you far more HP regen. Against time, does get dropped off. It has been resurrected. He's going to come back in just a second, but that's a lovely little pick off there, straight on towards the tank. And the first shrine, 10 seconds away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure what happened there, actually. It looks like they all got CC'd. I think Arthur sort of actually CC'd them and stuck them, held them down effectively, and Override really now looking to make their XP advantage even the bigger of a gap. The Infernal Shrine has now been activated. The first one, Skimmy, is the Molten Shrine. So, are we going to see a big hype fight here? Comes against time to kind of respond to this.
They're coming from all corners. They see Rhaegar in a very dangerous spot. They're going straight on towards Stitches. They do flip him. They get the Howling Blast on towards him as well. KJ taking so much damage. The Symbiote's on top of him, but he is going to die. There's a 1-for-1 in trade. Shy going towards the Jaina. He's going to die for his life as well. Symbiote's not going to do very much at all, and that's a 2-for-1 trade. Kyanite eSports feeling very comfortable with that one, and that's the real advantage you need to be pushing on because it's an Abathur. He can't do too much. He doesn't have the ultimate evolution. Push your numbers advantage.
Yeah, it's really going to be very obvious at this stage in the game. Like I said, it's effectively a 4v5 in this early stages of the game. And this first Punisher is the weaker of the few, obviously with the scaling and whatnot, but it is very strong. An Infernal Punisher is not the worst to get indeed. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage.
Oh, there we go. Diablo flips on towards one target, but he's going to pay for it with his life. There goes the kill on towards Rhaegar. Rhaegar straight away taken out. 1-for-1 exchange. Support.
Oh!
Tank, and there goes the... Oh my god, the Vault completely goes whiffed. He dies to the mines in the end. After what I could have thought, Vala being clutch or kick, he does get kicked as the mines do work. It's a 4v5. Hey, walk into my mines. I'll make it a 5v5, but they do get the Mortar Punisher. And, well... It's a big of an advantage for them to start off with.
Yeah, and I mean, all the while they were doing that, they were actually split pushing with Abathur, and Falstad actually opted to back off a bit earlier as well. The damage going off in that Infernal Punisher, and Skimmy, just like I was saying before, it's really not too effective at the start of the game. Nice we jump off by Shy there. He's a bit of a trouble here. He might actually go down and barrel.
Oh, nice. Takes Jaina with him to the grave. And as you were saying, just to finish off your point, really, you don't care if you lose this Mortar Punisher so early in the game. What does it do? Well, it takes, a little bit of damage on your tower?
Yeah.
They don't care. Abathur's been split pushing. They've already got a half-level lead. And Kyanite eSports might have thought they got the better hand of that one, but not proving to be.
Yeah, I mean, they did get the picks, but I mean, it didn't really put them anywhere. All it really has done is allowed for Override to get different objectives across the map. They've got themselves an easy camp at the bot lane. They managed to push the other team across the rest of the map to try and deal with the pressure. So it kind of destabilized the situation, and now their XP lead is even growing. So that's something Kyanite has to be very wary of.
Well, they just have so much pressure they can really output. They have an Abathur for potential. There goes the kill onto Vala.
Just as we were talking about.
As we're talking about, they have so much pressure they can really establish on the map with the demise on the Abathur split pushing. They can also get a Falstad doing so much work. And this league, Kyanite eSports are going to respond. They realise 3 members after this top lane. They're going to go pick up the Mercs, but Shy is, he's walking down this entire time. He's going to join up with the rest of the team. KVA just rocking up a wee bit too late. They do pick up the Mercs. Barely missing Arthas. And...
don't think that would have
grateful.
been.
We're not the best target you want to be picking up.
Don't think they would have been quite prepared to go on that Arthas. Of course, his cooldowns would have still been active, so they would have been all right, I think, in terms of not getting killed by the Arthas. But yeah, just not 100% ready for that. No one really around there. I think KVA actually tried to throw out a hook there, but it had a creep, unfortunately. So BL to him.
Well, next shrine is up in 10 seconds. 1 level advantage hasn't disappeared. It's so solid for Override right now. They're already in position. 4 members of the team already stacked up there. And Kyanite, they're actually going to sacrifice the initial start of this one by taking their Merc camp in the top lane. Not a bad pickup. Vala's still stuck there. But Abathur's going to have a great time clearing that one out on his own. Getting 10 for them. And the mines are already being established up there. Jobot, look how low he's going to go. He's already forced to retreat. It's a 4v4 to start things off. There we go. Kyanite backing away. And they're just basically welcoming them in. Half a level lead until level 10 has been acquired.
I think they're really waiting for that.
They're looking for the hook, but it didn't connect.
I mean, I think they're looking for the level 10 Skimmy. We can see Ibiza's still soaking, and it's only going to be a matter of time until they pick that up. Now 19 to 19, 20 to 25, and it is going up slowly but surely. They don't have much time. They need to either soak this XP or get in there. It's now getting even higher. 23 to 26, 25 to 27 now. They need
the Halley Blast goes straight on towards Rhaegar, and the damage so very huge. Instantly takes out Rhaegar, but the level 10 is just about to be acquired. There we go. Level 10 has been picked up, but I think a little bit too late. 35. They definitely have this one. And there goes the ultimate evolution. He's actually flying in with this one here. That's a bit interesting. He goes towards the backline, instantly gets stunned out, goes on towards Cookie Monster. Already dropped half HP. The clone doesn't achieve much. It basically scouts out. And the Frozen Punisher is picked up in its honor.
Yeah, it's not so bad. I think what they may have flown away there just to kind of distract them for that little bit longer, get a little bit more damage onto that Punisher there, and it does jump over the wall. That is going to be taken out incredibly quickly there, and that's exactly what they're looking for. KVA being very smart, pulling the Infernal Punisher over there.
Yep.
And I just wanted to take that out ASAP.
Well, they pick up 2 keeps, or 2 towers, I should really say. 2 keeps would be a big ask at this stage in the game. They pick up 2 towers, and they're trying to even things out. Jobot this whole time has been getting 2 members to respond to his split push pressure, and his team were hanging around in the wings waiting. But this is one of the most frustrating things about Abathur. You can see the mines he's laying around across the map, and he's got the slow as well as the damage across, so it really denies those rotations coming off as quickly as they would like. They have the Fausted to fly in, and they can really flip the switch to make these engagements in their favour.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes defending a whole lot easier as well. When you've got a lot of mines set up, you can really change the whole pace of the fight. And we saw Jobot get dropped to sub 10% before, so with a couple of mines, so that can really slow down the whole dynamic of the fight. Actually looks like Cavier in a bit of position here, getting a bit caught out. Easy Campers now targeting onto Cavier as well. Big healing, Ancestral being popped as well. Might be a good fight from the go in. Ring of Pop, Frost also being popped. APOC and a nice gust to push them all away. Here comes the return though. Demise is actually coming in with the clone. Are they going to be pushing on this? Penta Unleashed getting dropped to below 20% HP. Nice, not coming out. And Diablo getting taken out. Demise going further into the fight with the clone. But nothing is going to be happening of that, I'm afraid. And he's just kind of shooting his way to victory. He's just like, I don't care. We got the pick. Pow, pow, pow. Shots fired.
Shots fired indeed. Vala the entire time wasn't there, and it's really proving to be a bit of a problem for them. They're always forced to have another member up there to respond to the split push pressure from the Abathur, and they tried to contest on that Merc camp there in that bottom left-hand side, but the fight really going in favour of Override there. The Ancestral popped lovely in time to keep Stitches up nice and healthy, and we might see another engagement going out in the Merc camp. There we go, KVA walking in, and that shows you the potential he really has. He can just walk in, he can hook off the target. There goes the damage on towards Jaina, but he is topped up, and Shy has flown in as well. The Shrine is now active.
And Skimmy, just to remind you, this is the Arcane Punisher. This is the Punisher you want.
It's a bane when you're doing Rifts and Diablo. It's a bane in this game too. People really underestimate what it can do. And there goes a Howling Blast, instantly cleansed on towards John. There comes Diablo from the side. He does back away, not the target. He wants to hook! Barely missing on towards Arthas, but Diablo retreats to the Shrine. He pops it off again. And is it this going to be the one where we do see a Shrine going in their favour? Demise flying behind enemy lines. They're doing so much damage on towards Penta Unleashed. Diablo getting dropped so very low. The Divine Shield coming out just in time. The Ancestral also being popped. And Strafe doing so much damage, but that's already forced out one tank. The second tank dies. Ufa clone glows as well. And that's 4 members also taken out.
I mean, Skimmy, what really was a nice thing about that fight is just how scared they were of the Falstad.
They're not finished yet. They're looking for the clean ace. Are they going to pick it up? They do. 5 members of Kyanite have been smashed, and they did have the level 13 talent advantage that really secured that win. And well, Demise have been pushing up in the top lane the whole time.
Well, what I was going to say though, Skimmy, is the interesting thing there was that the Falstad, how the clone went around the side, it led the Jaina into a false sense of security.
Yep.
And then he Mighty gusted her away from the fight effectively on such little HP that when she got gusted away, she was already dotted up and just died anyway.
Yep.
So it got her out of the fight. It got all that pressure from the Jaina out of the fight. Divine Shield had been popped, and it really didn't help them out. KVA now looking to make a move, but no, the Candy Cane is not sticky enough there, I'm afraid. Not enough goop on that stick, so he's not going to be able to pull out a hero from that. But the Arcane Punisher, so terrifying, and here it comes. Is he going to be able to get a jump on one of these heroes? Penta Unleashed getting stunned here, but no, it's a bit of a unfortunate situation. Jobot might be playing it a bit risky here.
Interesting position for your Vala to be stuck on that side. He can get gusted away and instantly taken out of the fight. The Punisher is about to drop the beating on towards that keep in the spot hand side. The final leap. as it goes on towards Arthas. And Demise actually did pop the clone on towards Greymane there, trying to pick off that Jobot on the side, but it is going to die in vain. And it is going to retreat, pick up the Mercs, and establish a stronger map control.
I think that was just more of trying to scout out some information there, trying to see if they could get the pick on Virus, just playing a bit silly.
You can almost use it as a bait to say, we're going to take this, we don't want you to fight, focus us on here, otherwise I'm going to take out some damage.
Exactly. Wow, look at all the mines up at that night camp up the top there. You do not want to be strolling around there late at night through a dark alleyway. You will get taken out and probably beaten. Oh, but a possible engage coming up. KVA has certainly been spotted. Here comes Pentron Unleashed to respond, and the ultimate, of course, down for Abathur. A lot of damage being pumped out already. Mighty Gust being used.
The damage!
As well, and so much damage coming out into Aluminum here. Can he get the healing off that he needs? John is getting dropped desperately low, but nice pick by Aluminum, coming in with the ghost form with the upgrade and taking him out nice and quickly there. He's actually running past the towers like an absolute boast there. He's just running for it, trying to get away. He might actually get taken out though.
Revolve to solve looking. He should play a wee bit more aggressive, but he's scared of that Rhaegar. And we saw Rhaegar just feral lunging in and making feral plays.
Yeah, making feral plays indeed.
KVA as well as Rhaegar, the only survivors. There goes the ultimate evolution on towards Rhaegar. Double lunge. What does it mean? They're trying to take out Diablo. Jaina in the wings, looking to try and protect him. And they're still going on. Double heals. There's the hook.
Oh, the hook. And here comes Revolt to solve as well. He's getting dropped. Oh, nice healing, self-healing there by Aluminum. And the double wolf is too much. What are you going to do against the double wolf? Winter is coming. And here comes the Felstead flying in. And can they do anything about that? No, and the big one coming out. Barla getting dropped. Showboy, are you going down? Yes, you are indeed. And Winter certainly came early for him. Santa and his candy canes. Oh, they're too sticky, my friend.
Oh,
he gets
far too
taken out.
sticky. Always get your teeth checked by the dentist, otherwise you'll get hooked in like that every single day of the month. And the next shrine's up in 5 seconds. A root canal. Definitely big plays by him. And they're pushing through the mid shrine. They don't even care. Shrine is active, but they're going to push on through. They're going to take a fault in that mid-hand side, and they're going to really secure this talent advantage. It seemed to be such a strong game in this mid-start. But I mean, we a 3-level advantage now, Starving.
I mean, you think we could be playing Dota almost with those hooks coming out from Pudge. You know, it's just crazy. Really carrying the game. The MVP could certainly be a few players in this game, though. But I mean, Overrider in such a comfortable position. And Aluminum sitting up the top there with that lightning shield that Happy Rage over was spectating, of course. He did say before, I mean, such a good hero for this. He can just sit in there and just accumulate those
Look
those
at the
kills.
mines.
And, yeah, look at the mines.
Such a problem, such a nuisance, and they don't care to Ling Luminum on his own solo take this out. Look at the damage going on towards Diablo. Forced to pop APOC as a sort of scared tactic. Syndra goes across. There goes the Ring of Frost as well, but it's not enough. They're all still very healthy. The Ice Block on a Divine Shield. Unfortunate mistiming there. Revolve to Soul going to be the second casualty of that engagement. And look at Demise. He is Greymane. He's looking to take out Jobot. Jobot's forced to retreat, but he's very, very low. And
he actually just suicide bombed there. Fight. Just absolutely suied there. Just jumped at that tower and just blew up. But I mean, that, like I said, it's going to be in such a comfortable lead.
Comfortable picks, comfortable when they knew what their mid to early game was like, and they've just really controlled the flow of the game from that on.
Yeah, I mean, even at the start, getting the first pick Rhaegar, and then at the end, just locking in, you know, they had their stitches, and they just were like, you know what, we're taking this, and you can't do anything about it. Cookie Monster getting dropped as well, while I'm spinning a yarn, just really shows the power of the XP advantage that they have. Unfortunately, Uther hasn't quite picked that up, his talent up yet for him to be redeemed, to redeem himself, or revive himself. And look at that! The whole while, he just soloed that in Mortar Punisher. So
and that's what we mean. Rhaegar's such a powerhouse. He can just take it out on his own, especially with a symbiote on his head as well. They can take that out with no problem whatsoever and let the rest of the team control the map. They've taken the Mercs, and 43k damage is coming out of this Abathur. He was the MVP last game with that damage, and he's doing a whole heap of work this game too. Kyanite forced to respond to that Punisher, the Mortar Punisher in that top-hand side, and well, Kyanite is going to push on through with the Mercs. They've already popped the Ultimate Evolution, and Demise coming straight in. He's going super deep. He does die, but wouldn't that be interesting if you took out Jobot in the process?
Yeah, that would have been pretty damn funny, all right. But coming out and they pull over the Diablo. Might not be the best target. Pinto
Divine Shield! The APOC, the Mighty Gust, the Ancestral, everything happening once. And Jobot doing so much work in safe harmony from his side of the wall with the strafe. It's a 1-for-1 Diablo for Rhaegar, but the work, the damage has already been done at this stage. John, so very low. The hook completely whiffing. You need to be a wee bit stickier with that one, my friend.
Yeah.
But they're forced to retreat. 2 members so desperately low. Jobot, healthy, but he can't do too much at this stage. Jobot, the ice block! You popped your ice block just a wee bit too early. And Cookie Monster, he gets baited. KVA looking in a certain situation.
Oh my lord! Punch with another level 7 hook there, max range. It does get that Cookie Monster looking a bit like he's a bit scared as well. I mean, KVA with these hooks is just
He was
massive.
so low, but he ate dinner. And he
Had
ate
his
the
cake
candy
and ate
cane.
it too, didn't he?
He ate the cake and he made sure it's his birthday because he's having a great party today. They take out another keep. Well, they actually didn't finish the keep in the right-hand side, but we think they did. They took out the keep in the left-hand side, and they're 21-17 now. They've really got the game in their hands. It's theirs to lose.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very impressive gameplay that we're seeing. I mean, Override, there's not really too much we can critique them on. They've really got the pace of the game in their favour. And I mean, we even saw that from KVA and his team when you played with them, Skimmy, in XL5. And the playstyle that he tends to adopt is to really control the momentum of the fight, not to be a responsive player, but to be the one making a response or causing a response. And I think it's just so obvious when you see him play with his friends, and his team. It's always they're pushing the responses from the other team, and they're playing how they want to play. They're not going to succumb to your rules or your style.
And a lot of that comes down to confidence. Confidence
Exactly.
is the key in this sort of game. If you are playing reactively, you are behind. You want to be proactive. You want to be making things happen. And that's exactly what they're doing with this one. They're going to really force the advantage now with that level 20 talent. Mercamps are going to beat away in this top-end side with no problems whatsoever. But look at Abatha. He's sat in the bot lane. He's got so many problems going on right there. And he's going to push this one on towards the core as this shrine has spawned. 4 members are on towards this. And Penta Unleash, he's been dying so quickly all game. He's going to try and look for something. He gets hooked in. He gets dropped so below. The A-pop going in. Divine Shield has been forced. Ring of Frost. Syndragosa. See you later. No Ancestral for you, my friend. 2 members taking out straight away. Fausted and Rhaegar. And there goes the clone as well. KVA coming from the flank. He's going to try and make everybody eat their candy this Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. And he is going to drop so low. He does die in the end. But he does take out 2 members. Diablo with the Soul Resurrection is going to pop on back. But look at John. He's looking for blood. He's hunting from the side. He misses the elixir. No. The shots have been fired, but there's so many mines that he can play around with. He's trying to be a big distraction here. It's only 17-8. He could try and do work here, as he does have the Abatha still looking to buff him up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of camps down at the K East base as well, so they've got to handle those. So Diablo couldn't run back and back up his team. But they did deny that Infernal Punisher, essentially, that Punisher in general coming up. Frozen Punisher is the next one of choice. It does mean the Arcane Punisher, the scariest of the 3, is going to be coming out, the 3 brothers, essentially. So they are going to be pushing with this Frozen Punisher. It's going to be a lot stronger than the first time it came now, and they're going to be able to push with that quite comfortably. And the XP lead, we can see how quickly they brought it back, And the picks, that was a really good fight for Team Kyanite eSports there. But Demise popping the clone on the Falstad again, Revolve to solve, getting dropped a wee bit. And, Abatha's certainly not scared to really just kind of sacrifice that ultimate, just to apply the pressure, get them off, and so they can deal with the things that...
Oh! It grazed Officer's buttocks, and he's going to be itching down there later on in this game. But, wow, the Punisher does get the fault. It does a wee bit of work, but they are still on the back end. And as you're saying, Demise really chucking out that clone without any fear of the repercussions whatsoever. Looking to burn a bit of HP, looking to burn a bit of mana. And if cooldowns can be used at the same time. But look at Demise. He's hung here. Shy does come to his rescue, says, don't you dare face shake that bush. Oh, Revolve the Soul does go for the blink. And he does not actually connect. Oh, Contra Ward Ring of Frost as well. They stand in the middle. They know what they're doing. The Syndragosa is exchanged with a Mighty Gust. And that's a 1-for-none exchange.
Oh, I mean, they're playing so well. KVA just getting these amazing hooks, and Penta Unleashed just getting dropped so fast. Doesn't really feel like he's a tank. The Candy Cane just missing there. Laminium just dropping in, coming into the wall form. A-pop being popped as well. Stuns coming out. Here comes Demise. Going to be dropping in with the clone once again. Inside coming in the double foul stand. Are they going to be able to get these last 2 kills against Time and Cookie Monster? Desperately trying to get away. Big hook coming out of Darthus. And you are not getting away, my friend. Laminium and all the boys jumping on top of him there. That is a gangbang kill right there. He is not going anywhere, my friends. The Candy Cane is too strong with this one.
It's too. Shane, root canals are going to be coming out every single day of the month.
Your
dentist bills, you're going to need braces after this one, because Hardened Shield is not going to save you from the absolute onslaught of that one.
Teeth.
Pardon teeth, whatever you like. And it's going to be a comfortable 2-0 win there for Override. They're beating on towards the core. What an absolute cracker of a series.
GG, and unfortunately that does mean that Team Kyanite, our boys, they are going to be moving into the lower bracket, but oh my, Override. What a ride that was.
What an override. What a ride of Wet's bird was the word, as two birds are flying always towards that backhand side of the map and making things happen.
Yeah, that was an amazing game. I mean,
Mate,
I'm a huge fan
I
of
was smiling the entire time, mate.
Yeah.
Cracker.
So good.
Cracker of a game.
Oh, cracker. And
Look
it's
at Demise. Look at that.
Yeah.
Top Siege, top Hero, top XP contribution. And we might see some respect bands coming out as a result.
Hey, I just saw before as well, before we start these games, you remember Amazing in chat? You know what he said? He said, this is going to be a cracker of a game. And it certainly was.
And it was a cracker of a game. It was your mac and cheese. It was your spaghetti onion. It was everything you want it to be on the food table.
Yeah, on the food table indeed. But what are your guys' thoughts on that game? Amazing Stitches play, don't you think?
Yeah, man. Oh, the amount of hooks that got, like, just turned the tables. They already had in quite a few times. And, like, a lot of patient hooks. I remember one being he was standing in the middle mercenary camp just waiting behind the gate while the double winter is coming. We're pushing onto somebody. Anyway, and he's just sitting there, just waiting. Yep. As soon as they get through the gate, they think they're alive. Yep, hook them back.
Yeah. And even that
place.
aftertalk at the end, he was like, "Oh man, we're all dead. At least I lived." Oh wait, like it's
No.
not out of shot.
No
like.
king lives forever.
Disappears off the map. And
It's
So good.
that double Rhaegar, the clone Rhaegar, just sitting there really punishing, coming out of Override. That was pretty fancy.
I mean,
that seemed to be really effective.
yeah.
I was quite intrigued, or buzzed out a wee bit as to just how Demise felt so comfortable just throwing away those ultimates. I mean, I've never really seen that before, and I mean, it really didn't seem to matter to him that much. But the way he was doing it was quite clever. You know, they were actually looking to him, the clone that is, and having to take it out because he was just jumping on the back targets all the time. You just can't leave him there. You know, you have to take him out.
What an interesting thing.